teams are in the makeshift tunnel without a roof. What's the tunnel without a roof, Chris?
Sutton Athletic, I suppose you could say, couldn't you?
Oh.
Sunny Sutton.
Sunny Sutton. You can hear the acoustics of the rain pounding on the stand that we're in this Saturday afternoon's Kent Senior Trophy fixture. Not bad weather. It's a bit chilly. Light jacket and gilet weather, I'd say, but the teams are all lined up to go. The referee's got the ball in his hand, and we're here for Erith Town versus Sutton Athletic, or to be precise, Sutton Athletic versus Erith Town, aren't we?
That's correct, yeah. Sutton are at home, so it's all green and white today, you know, in the outskirts of Dartford, Hexterville, should we say. Lovely grey crowds, and yeah, we're dry though, because we're in the wonderful stand that they provide there.
Here we are. Here he is. The queue up, ladies. He's here.
Watcher, how you doing?
Yeah, very, very well. Very well. It's not. We weren't so long ago. We was here for Erith's 2-1 win, where the crossbar won man of the match.
Yeah. I seem to remember it was raining that day as well, but it was coming in horizontally into the stand here. We had to move over the other side of the pitch.
It was rather grim, wasn't it? We said we could. Why don't we do what we did last time? We'll stay sat here and change dynamic at half time if the weather allows.
Sounds like a good idea.
But we have to be careful what we say on the view camera, obviously. It picks up all sorts of acoustics. The teams are being led out now. Erith in there, which is, I'm not sure whether it's now an away kit, the red and black.
I'm beginning to think the red and black's been relegated to the away kit and the yellow and black, because it is quite striking, the yellow and black. It's now the home kit.
What do you think about the yellow and black or red and black, Chris?
Oh, they're both nice kits, aren't they? So yeah, I think Erith have two nice kits. So yeah, it looks like the red and black is the choice for the away kit at the moment, and the yellow and black appears to be the home one.
Does anyone else play in yellow and black?
I'm not too sure. What, professionally?
Yeah. Can you think of a yellow and black kit?
I can't, but you listen to me, and if you know the answer to the question, who else wears yellow and black, as always, please email info@erithtown.com. and where you will get a wonderful response. The teams are just out now. There's a guy in the centre circle doing a pre-match ritual. The linos are checking the nets for holes, even though there's holes all over the nets. So, yeah, for good. I think we've had that lino before, haven't we? The chap over there?
Skeletor, yeah.
Good God. Other He-Man related characters are available.
He could hide behind the goalposts, he's that thin.
Good God, he makes me look rather large, doesn't he? As always, with this podcast, with this show, we will be checking in throughout this Kent FA Trophy game.
Senior Trophy.
Clearly, we do our homework on this podcast. So, hashtag up the Dockers. Tell you what, if you're dying, you'd have the ump, wouldn't you? You're on the opposite ring to the photographer.
Yeah, and there's no diettes.
Where are the diettes? That could be the new. Every club's got their ultras. We've got the diettes for old James Dyer there. Chris, talk us through about the shot that nearly went in.
Yeah, to be honest, if it wasn't blocked, I think it was going in. So good shot from Sutton, and yeah, pretty even start. So good defending, I suppose you could say. We've got something in the way, and
yeah, it was one of those shots where the ball just doesn't spin in the air. You can still see the logo as it goes towards the top corner, but a red and black body there. Shirt, not an actual body, because that would just be a bit odd. Keeps the ball out. But yeah, we're in the opening, 10 minutes so far. Still not a lot gone on between the two sides. We've had an offside flag and we've had a corner from either team so far. But very little action as it stands. It remains 0-0. Should have scored.
Was clear on, took too long to make his mind up, but then again the ball didn't really come down easily for him, but by the time he took the shot it was easily blocked. But we have a corner, so once again we get to see the beautiful James Dyer sashay up to the corner flag.
Yeah. It's like a catwalk. Do anyone remember Cindy Crawford in the mid-90s?
I do.
You are the head of the Diettes, aren't you? It's going to come in now from the right-hand side. Harry Taylor has a shot that just gets deflected wide when it was pretty one-on-one. Harry Taylor gets up well. And it just goes over the crossbar. Do you know what? It's better stuff from Erith so far. So Harry Taylor with a shot. He does well to beat the defender. As a shot, it deflects wide. Cornering from Dyer there, really nicely lofted in. And was that Tom Ash who got up? Tom Ash who got up well for that one, and it just goes over the crossbar. So we're seeing little flutters from Erith Town so far. It's going quite well, but again, still remains 0-0. And Erith Town come close again there. Some great work on the right-hand side. Seems James Dyer beat his player, cut inside. Does he take too long with the shot? I don't want to be damn beat. He's done really well. He has done really well.
He's done really well. Ladich won the ball back, put it through to him. He beat his man beautifully, cut inside. Looked like he was going to slide past the keeper, but I think he took just a fraction too long, gave the keeper time to set himself. Keeper makes a decent save, and the ball goes harmlessly away. And now we're watching Sutton pass the ball around in the middle of the field, trying to figure out how the hell to get past this Erith Town defence.
That's quite an accurate analogy. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think all he did wrong was from being critical, he probably sold what he was going to do. He opened his body up, you knew what he was going to do, try and go far post. So keeper knew what he was going to do. But apart from that, it was really good. He won it back really well, James did, and it was unlucky.
Yeah, I think he'd done some great work there to get inside. Maybe could he got the shot away, but still, the main thing is we're getting in these positions. And but
more worried if we weren't getting the chances.
True, but I think this would be what Adam said at the start of the season when it was like we're getting the chances, we're not taking them. We've got to start taking them now. But we're getting there, and we're looking lively. So it remains 0-0. Things to work on, but a good positive start from here so far. Oh dear, I'll tell you what, that was one of those slow motion ones there, wasn't it?
Yeah, nearly went in by instalments.
Yeah, a cross comes in down low on the left hand side from Milo there, and Henry Arnold, what a guy, just gets a toe on the end of it and it just rolls it. I think the keeper was beat.
He was beat, but unfortunately there was a little bit of spin on the ball and it took it just wriggling wide of the post.
This will be the second time this season we compare it to the over 75s Vickers five-a-side competition from Father Ted. If anyone can remember that penalty that rolls in and stops on the goal line, yeah, that one. But it's close again. We're getting the chances.
Just need to put them away.
That net's not rippled yet. What do we think, Chris?
Well,
is the door being knocked on?
The door is being knocked on. Yeah, I think the last 3 chances we've all been nearest since that shot, probably safe. So let's hope that net is rippled very soon.
Absolutely. It still remains 0-0 in this game. Free kick on the left-hand side here from Sutton, both standing over the ball. The ref's blown his whistle. 8 plays with his left foot towards goal, and it's just clipped the top of, I can't make out what it is. It was on the Ronnie McLean's head and goes out for a corner. There's been a few chances so far, Rob, isn't there, that we've not recorded so far on the pod. I ain't got my phone out in time, in truth, but again, how's it 0-0?
I've no idea. We should be home and hosed by now. But for some strange reason, we decided it's better to not bother.
Yeah. Just keep the other team in it, really, innit? But what do we think, Chris, as well? We've got a corner on the right-hand side. It'd be a shame if this one goes in after all the pressure we've been putting on for the last, 20, 25 minutes?
Yeah, we've had 3 or 4 good chances. Nothing clear-cut though, but we've made all the running, I'd say, and I think goal is inevitable soon. So I think, we'll be coming back with some action soon.
Let's hope so. The corner comes in and it is headed away by Erith Town there. Another flick on when the ball's played back over into the feet of Mackenzie Foley. Yeah, and this is what the game has been so far. Basically, all Erith, in truth. There's been a couple of chances here and there from Sutton, but nothing really that's tested the goalkeeper. Mackenzie Foley's not really had a lot to do, in truth, but really should. Some of these chances created, we should be looking at being 1 or 2 up. But again, it's positive. It's some good football being played, and it's a dominating performance so far.
Milo, go on.
Remains 0-0. I think we should have a round of applause for our 20th episode today. What do we think, Paul? Paul, can we have
20.
20.
Amazing. Key to the door, next one.
Anyone else? No? All right, fine. Don't bother. I hope they clap when we get to 25. Well done, Rob. 20 episodes.
Yep. Now is about the time we open up Patreon.
Patreon, yes, it can be. Exclusive content behind the scenes. Below deck with the Dockers.
Yep.
As
we going on about this below deck thing. It worries me.
I'm trying to work out. It's too good a pun not to use. What we use it on is another thing. That's a good touch there by Henry Arnold down the right-hand side. Oh. Sam Smith there's unlucky. He was hoping that the ball would stay with me.
Yeah,
so that's the song. Oh, for goodness sake, I'm wasted on this show. Some of those puns, some of these song titles. Never mind, remains 0-0, 20 episodes, 1 person claps. Says it all really, doesn't it? Up the Dockers. And finally, it goes in. I'll tell you what, it was one of those, wasn't it? It was like, like when you're at a coconut show and you're just throwing the ball, eventually the coconut's going to go down. But they're looking for the offside. They weren't an offside. There was some great work there from Dyer's done some good work there. They explained the goal. There was so many shots.
Long ball up. Harry Taylor beat the offside trap, running on. Couldn't quite get the shot away, but he turned it into Dyer. Turned it into Ladich. Ladich took a shot. It was great, well saved.
Great save by the goalkeeper.
By the keeper, but he pushed it out, and
They come out of Dyer.
Dyer picked it up. Did his usual jinking,
river dance. Let's just say river
dance in the middle of the thing, and then lays it off to Henry Arnold. What a guy!
Was it Henry Arnold?
It was Henry Arnold.
Was it Henry Arnold who scored that? What a guy! What a guy!
And he pings it.
Go on, H!
One of my favourite sorts of goals where it hits it's the bottom of the crossbar, bounces down and goes in. It's lovely.
That was a great goal. Well done, Henry Arnold. It's why we have that gift for you, mate. 1-0 to Erith Town. Not long left of the half now. Erith Town still find themselves 1-0 up. A corner, the ball has been given to Sutton on the left-hand side. The 10 is running towards the ball. Soon to have the international symbol for who wants it. But yeah, we were just commenting there, weren't we? Henry Arnold, James Dyer, Harry Taylor, Ladich. Those front four have been superb with Miller and Milo behind them. Milo and Miller? That's what we're going for. Milo and Miller. Eminem, yeah. That could be the new thing, Eminem.
Sweet.
Yeah. There we are. Superb. Corner in on the left-hand side. Foley gives it a big punch to get it away. The ball's just on the edge of the box, come back out. Milo just gets absolutely splattered there and wins a free kick. But yeah, it has been a good half. We were saying it seems like the game. I'm hoping no one from Sutton hears this and finds us offensive, even though we don't mind you listening, people from Sutton. But the game plan just seems to be wait for the mistakes from Erith Town and exploit them. But there's not been much exploiting because there's not been many mistakes.
Exactly. We've been playing well. We've had a good half. Could have done with being 6 goals up because of the amount of chances we've missed. But
I think even if you're not having a good half, being 6 goals up at half time does help, Rob.
In general, I tend to find, yeah. But despite the fact we should have been home and hosed, we've still been a good half. We've been playing well. We haven't made any mistakes, as you said, and we're getting on the ball well.
And an offside flag's given there against Ladich, who was in offside position, to be fair, when the goal kick was taken. Or the free kick was taken. You can't be offside from goal kicks, you can be offside from free kicks. But yeah, it's not been too bad, Chris, is it?
No, it's been good. I think made all the running and got the deserved goal, and it was a really well taken goal by Henry Arnold. So yeah.
Yeah, but it has been good. Not long to go now and a half. Literally, we're probably going into a couple of minutes, if that. And Erith Town, do you know what? I'm going to tempt fate. Should I? No. Okay. I won't. Therefore, then say that they'll go in at half time 1-0 up. I won't say that at all.
I wouldn't.
1-0 Erith Town. Half time, Rob. We're in the warm.
Yeah, got tea and chips. It's all good.
Tea and chips. I tell you what, you've got to be happy with life if you get tea and chips. You've got to be happy, ain't you? Absolutely. So, what do we make of that?
It was a good half, all in all. We're playing well. To be fair, we're dominating in terms of possession, chances, and everything else. But we've been defending pretty well. They haven't really had a solid chance, despite all the shouting for a penalty that they did unnecessarily. To be fair, but it's disappointing that we're not 4 up or something by now, because the amount of chances we spurned in the first half.
Yeah, it's one of those, really, isn't it? You can go in, the positive, you're 1 up, like you say. It's one of those. It should be in a position now where, without trying to rest on your laurels a little bit, you think, well, we should be 3-0 up. We should be looking at the next round. At the moment, we're still thinking, do you know what? If we take our foot off the gas, I'm not saying take your foot off the gas and let them score 1. But what I'm saying is we can't afford to now. Really can't afford to, because there's only 1 goal in it.
Yeah, and the very last thing we want to do is none of us wants to stay here in the cold and wait for extra time and pens. And we don't need a replay. So we want to get this done. But to be fair, I think what I've seen in the first half, I can't see any reason why we won't go on and do the same thing in the second half. Probably put another goal away and end up with what turns out to be a comfortable 2-0.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we hope so. It's just, it's the old cliche in football, isn't it? It's the old, I'm a firm believer if you don't let it. Or Kenny Jackie used to say at Millwall, as long as the goals conceded are 0 or 1, you've always got a chance. And that is games like this. This is where it's equally as important. It remains 0 or 1 because we're not finding the back of the net, which our pressing play feels that we should, if you get what I mean. Because we're doing all the hard work. We're building well. We're transitioning well. We're getting down the line well. The things as well, the times when you could fancy the goalkeeper or the defender to be winners of the ball, we're getting the ball off them then. So we're doing all the hard work. We're just not getting the rewards.
No, exactly. And I think it will come, but I think, for me, if we win both halves 1-0, that's good enough.
Yeah, or even silly as it sounds, if this is a draw the second half, we're through. So just got to keep going. Chris, what do you reckon of that?
Yeah, I think dominated the first half, to be honest with you. I think there must be probably 6, 7, maybe even 8 half-cut chances, A really well-taken goal. I think they deserve to be winning, to be honest with you. And I think, 1-0's lucky on Sutton, really, and possibly poor finishing on Erith's part. They could quite easily have gone in 2 or 3 up, and hopefully they get the goals early in the second half.
Yep, let's just hope it stays like this. It remains 1-0, and we remain in the bar. So we will just see how it goes from here. So up the Dockers. We're strategically changing position for the second half. There's a little bit of sun, and also be down the Erith town end.
Yeah, I heard Adam's aftershave is fantastic over here, so I thought we'd come try it out.
Absolutely. What the old blue jeans, do you remember?
Brute.
Brute, yeah. Trying to rage there. Hey, as we say that, a cross comes in. Cross comes in, headed down there by Harry Taylor and tapped by James Dyer. We're here again with Louis. I'm going to interrupt your conversation, Louis. I apologise. Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
How are we all? How are we, chaps?
Yeah, you're right.
This is another moment on the pod. How are we finding the first half, boys?
Frustrating.
Cold,
Yeah.
Cold and frustrating. Well, it's warm and very rewarding over there. But you happy with the 1-0 so far?
Yeah, it should be more though, but
I think that seems to be the group consensus.
Yeah.
That there should be more goals.
at least we're winning, I suppose.
Yeah,
That's the only positive.
Every cloud. It's
Exactly.
like when you're 2-0 down, it could be 3.
Exactly.
And I'm going to move now because I'm going to be on that camera, and when they watch this back, they're going to go, who's that pillock who keeps talking and thinking he's famous? 1-0. 2-0 to Erith Town. And I'll tell you what, say it, Rob.
What a guy.
What a guy. 2-0, that's some fantastic work. Then he's sitting on the shoulder of that last defender. And to be honest with you, and Henry, how well we played there, he looked like he had no chance there, but he slipped under the defender. Henry Arnold's won the ball, run down the line, cut back inside, shot low, which I'll tell you what, without trying to be too critical, I think that's the first time someone's cut back inside and shot first time.
Yeah.
And there's been a goal from it. Got underneath the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's beat, goes for his legs. 2-0. And it's been coming.
Yeah, and there's nothing quite as satisfying as seeing the goalkeeper megged on his own line.
The Meg. There was a film about that, but a slightly different topic. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, well deserved, well taken goal again by Henry Arnold, and made it himself really, and great cutback, and it was a good strike, and keeper can do nothing about it.
2-0.
2-0.
Henry Arnold on 3, lads. 1, 2, 3. What a guy. And up the Dockers as well. Henry Arnold. What a guy. Again, we've started our own fan club. This is unreal. Cheerio, Diets.
Yeah, we're now the Arnettes.
We are now the Arnettes. Oh, my word. 3-0, Henry Arnold. Absolutely super. What a guy. See, look, even the bench. I'll tell you what, might be a bit inappropriate. Quickly, Rhyme Hall, what do we reckon?
What a guy.
There we go, there we are. He loves it, doesn't he? This will follow him wherever he goes. Do you know what? When he decides I'm going to play Vets football, that will follow him there. 3-0. That's why it makes it even funnier. 3-0 to Erith Town. Henry Arnold's confused, but he's got his hat-trick. What a guy. I think James Dyer may be left-footed.
I think so. Do you reckon?
Yeah. I've heard.
I think
The opposition have worked it out finally as well.
it's took them 4 goals to work it out, but there we are. 4th goal of the game. Zoolander's bang one in with his left foot. 4-0 to Erith Town. Well done, James Dyer. The Diets are back over there. Not Hayon. What am I talking about? Well done, James. He's what a plucky young man. Describe the goal.
Ball comes through to him. He just takes the defender on beautifully, runs it out to the left-hand side of the goal, and then pings it past the keeper into the corner.
What foot, sorry?
Left. Weirdly.
Left foot. I think even the lino got involved with that as well, but he likes to say neutral. We won't mention it, lino. 4-0 to the Dockers. This is what the first half should have been like, chaps. Shouldn't it? Taking our chances. Not a bad day at the office, mate.
I've had worse.
It's not bad at all. 3-0. Clinical finishing today.
Yeah, makes up for the last few weeks. Kept missing.
No, indeed. James Dyer's just taken the yellow card there. A more sort of mature forward in yourselves wouldn't have been caution for that, would we?
No, not me.
No. How do you think game's going so far, mate? Let's keep it clean, obviously, for the pod.
To be fair, I've had better games, scored less goals, so that's just one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly. I think Erith have been brilliant today. In truth, all of you have played really, really well. I think you've kept Sutton out nicely. It's been a good team performance. Foley's had a quiet game.
Yeah, he had a quiet game.
On to the next round, eh?
Well, look.
Well, actually, we've got 10-15 minutes left, so I don't want to chance it too much. You know what it's like. But strange things happen. But well done today, Chief.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Henry's? That's harsh. That is harsh. Not disagreeing, but it's harsh. Yeah, well deserved. 4-0. 4-0 to Erith. 3 from the main man himself. Up the Dockers. Go on, can't give us an up the Dockers, Henry.
Up the Dockers.
There we go.
Hold on. What's that saying?
I was just catching up with my new best mate.
What a guy.
Oh, yeah. For those listening, a shot's gone well wide, but the sort of the entrepreneur of Pete Cam heads it back.
Heads it back onto the Sutton goalkeeper.
Sign him up,
Yeah.
as they would say. But yeah, it's just talking to Henry Arnold there. He said, lads, he's had better games and scored less.
Well, hey, who am I to beg to differ with him?
Well, we haven't seen him because we think he's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Not long to go now in this game. We're just at 4:30 for those who are listening in live.
That's me and you, then.
Yeah, Chris and Rob then. We're just at 4:30. But yeah, let's be honest with you. Erith Town, they've been home and dry since the first whistle of the second half.
Yeah. We've been both far and away the better side, and like you say, we've been clinical. This half, 3 goals, and they just don't look like they've got a fight in them.
No, Sutton.
Yeah.
No, I agree, and it's it's like you don't want to be critical of other teams too much. You only want to focus on what your team. Yeah, you only want to focus on what your team are doing, right, and how we're playing. But there doesn't seem to be much strategy from the away side. The defence hasn't been troubled at all. Mackenzie Foley, touched the ball twice?
I think so.
In what 75, 80 minutes he's touched the ball twice. They're looking for that gap between the full-back and the centre-half, where for the mistakes, but they're just not there, which is some good defending from Erith. Has it been a case of Erith have been really, really good and Sutton just can't live with them on the pitch, or...?
I think it's a little from column A and a little from column B, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I think so, yes, Erith have been very, very good. Sutton haven't been at the races. It's a different game to it was in the league for me, in the sense that Erith have scored the goals, and Sutton I thought had quite a rugged defence in the league. But all you can do is take your chances, and that's what Erith have done in the second half. 4-0, not long to go now. Chalks has made it 5-0, chaps.
Chalks has made his mark.
Yeah, he has made his mark. Yeah, that's another one sort of marked on the board there by Chalks. Great work by James Dyer there. There's long ball over the top. He has a touch. Good save from the keeper, to be fair. Good strong hand on it, because that was an absolute rasper of a shot by James Dyer, but not enough to push it wide or catch it. And Chalks comes in and he puts it in the back of the net. I mean, if that was me, I'd have probably put it over.
Yeah.
Or wide. But 5-0 Erith Town.
A modicum of talent. It's probably the easiest goals he's ever going to score.
That's quite the vocabulary you've got there. What do you think, Chris? Convincing finish?
Oh, very much, yeah. It was a good shot from James, and well finished by chalk. So yeah. There's apparently 30 minutes to go plus whatever's added on. So
13
time
minutes.
for a few more maybe.
Well, do you know what? It's being clinical, and we've just said it a moment ago, and we're going to say it again. The difference in Erith Town's finishing in the two halves has been night and day. First half, they was doing everything to try and put it away, and they couldn't. This half, I think all bar one, every shot's gone in. Has it not? Maybe 1-2 shots, if that. I think the stats-wise, the second half has been superb. 5-0, Erith Town thoroughly in the driving seat. The seat belt is on. The indicators are signalling to the next round. How many more metaphors do we want to use before
How many you got?
I don't know. 5-0. Last couple of minutes to go now, lads, and good day at the office.
Yeah, no way they're getting 6 goals to beat us in the next whatever it is plus added time. So yeah, home and host and well worth the win.
Now, I'm not saying that we've had a major influence on this, chaps, but do you think Adam Woodward went in at half-time and said, it's the 20th edition of the Dockers debate, lads? Can we put on a show for them?
And they're thinking of putting up a Patreon.
And they're thinking of, yeah. We can't have below deck with the Dockers at 1-0. Good, well played there by James Dyer. Ball played out to the right-hand side, played back across, shot. And I tell you what, that was like one of those karate kicks by the 6 there to sort of deflect it out. We'll stay with the corner.
That 6, that skimmed off of his leg, off his shin, in such a way that if that had gone in, I would not have been surprised.
Imagine the gun falling backwards, shot in the Matrix, if your legs flick up halfway through.
It was like slow motion in full time.
Slow motion. Ball comes over by James Dyer, curled in, heading in. Yeah, there we go. Harry Taylor. Crossing by Dyer, looking for the cameraman, notices he's over there.
Corner, Dyer.
Yeah, notices the cameraman's not there, so he just joins in the celebrations. Well done, Zoolander. Well done, Harry Taylor. There's 6.
6 of the best.
6 of the best. Catch us on Patreon, and any more puns.
Do you think I'm 6y?
Do you think I'm 6y? Any more puns, please email info@erithtown.com. 6-0. Penalty given to Sutton Athletic there. Apologies, I was tweeting the goal. I'm not sure what happened.
Nor am I, to be honest, because we're that far away. But it looked like their player cut in and then ran into Ronnie McLean looking for it, and the ref gave it. He stayed down though, so he's either really making a meal of it, or he's actually hurt.
Yeah.
It probably was a foul, but if you go 30 seconds, well, not even that, before, there was an incident down here where Erith were clearly fouled.
Yeah.
Bloke was still down, carried on play, and ended up with a penalty. But I think Adam's a bit annoyed that, the foul wasn't given previous to that, which was clearly a foul.
Yeah, and it's one of those, again, it shows the competitive spirit of the side, which is good to see because, you're 6-0 up, there's seconds to go, there's got to be. And he's chased off with a decision. It is what it is. These games in the cups are not decided by a goal difference, obviously. So rightly, he seems a bit peeved. A lot of the Erith Town fans are now behind the goal. Mm-hmm. I think they want a good angle.
I think Pete Cam is getting set up.
It seems. Pete Cam is getting set up. No, all right, don't bother, Pete Cam. Thanks, Pete.
So obviously, he's not interested in interested in capturing Mackenzie's saving a pen.
Mackenzie, he's saved 3 penalties so far this season.
Yes,
3 or 4. I think it's been a few. Let's see if he can add to his tally. Nice and big Mackenzie, arms are up like a deranged scarecrow. But no, they find the back of the net. 6-1, no cheering from the home side. 6-1 to Erith Town. Got me seconds left. Full time, literally as soon as the kick-off happens again, it's 6-1.
It is. Couldn't see it coming in the first half, to be honest, but the second half was just top notch.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? And like we said a couple of times, where the difference is that Erith took their chance the second half. Chris, what do we think?
Yeah, I think thoroughly deserved it. I think the performance in the first half was pretty much the same in the second, where we made all the running, we created all the chances. The difference was the finishing. They were clinical in the second half and scored the goals, and well deserved 6-1.
Yeah, and it's good going. Normally, sometimes when you're in the league, the momentum can sort of come away from you. But we've just kept it going no matter what competition. Was that 4 wins in a row now in all competitions?
I believe it is.
Yeah. So 4 wins in a goal, loads of goals scored again, 6-1. Not really a lot more you can ask for from an Erith Town side today. It's just clinical stuff from Adam Woodward's team. Through to next round in the cup against a Sutton team who unfortunately for them, just weren't really in the game too much. Adam, 6-1 win today in the cup. Very convincing performance from your boys. A little bit not overly clinical in the first half, only 1-0, but you can't really fault the second half. 5 goals from your boys. What do you think?
Yeah, no, listen, we had a little bit of a whinge up at half time, bit of moan. Wasn't overly happy with the first half performance. I thought we looked lacklustre. Second half, we stepped it up another gear, which was good. Disappointing to concede the goal at the end, but I just think 6-1 at the start of the day, I would have took that.
Oh, absolutely! Yeah, absolutely. You take that at the start of the game. I think after the first half, for me personally, watching from the signs, it was quite reminiscent of when we were down here in the league a few weeks ago. But I just thought that defensively, you were solid. Sutton's game plan seemed to be exploit the mistakes at the back and then go from there. But you didn't make any mistakes at the back today.
No, thanks for just putting that in front of me while I've just put a sandwich in my mouth.
That's all right, no problem. Other lunch beverages are available.
Yeah, I thought the back four done well. Obviously, Sam Smith coming at right back and pushed Tom inside. It was a clean sheet. I never thought we looked troubled, really, if I'm honest. It's always tough to come down here. I've never had we always seem to hang on when we play these, but today it was a little bit more convincing. Obviously, it was good for the subs to come off the bench as well. But look, disappointed, no clean sheet, but I think we've got to take the positives.
Absolutely, and I think the thing is as well is we mentioned it too, even to Henry when he was brought off as a substitute. For me, what seemed to be the main difference in the sort of two halves, mainly apart from scoring the goals, obviously, was like the chances. When you were cutting inside or when you had the chance to shoot in the second half, you were shooting and you scored from it. First half seemed a little bit sort of tetchy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, listen, I don't think we had balls going across the box, balls being blocked first half. We just weren't clinical enough. We wasn't ruthless, but listen, second half we was ruthless, and I thought we played some good goal. One of the goals we scored, I can't remember, we played little patterns into it. Harry dummied it, Dyer had the shot, saved, Chalker touchdown. That was an exceptional bit of football. And look, like I said, Sutton kept doing what they do, moving the ball. They moved us around, and we had trouble. We spoke at half time about it. We had to get to grips with the wingers, which I think we done second half. But no, listen, like I said, the goals, to score 5 goals or 6 goals away from home is really good. Yeah,
defensively solid. I thought Miller and Milo in the midfield were absolutely brilliant. But for me, got to just talk about Henry Arnold.
Yeah, listen, like I said, he got a bollocking at half time because I thought he was lazy. When we looked at the running stats at half time, our running stats were the lowest they've been all season for a first half. So a few kick up the arses, and that's good with having with the data vest. You can obviously straight away see what's going on, and we informed the players it needed to be up, and we upped it second half. And like I said, Henry Arnold took his goals well. Nice for him to get a hat-trick. I think not a lot of people spoke about him this year, and he's creeping up them goal scoring charts, and he's becoming a vital player for us.
Yeah, top player. When you've got someone like Louis Clark who's out, and you've needed someone to come in and step in, it has been Henry Arnold. On to the next round. We just got to keep the momentum going. That's 4 wins in 4 in all competitions. It's completely different to where we were after the Corinthian game.
Yeah, listen, but what we got to remember is the Corinthian game was a freak. That's never happened to me before in 7 years of management. 10 years in management with being various assistant manager as well. It's never happened to me before, and I think it was one of them things. It was a freak accident, and obviously we were still licking our wounds at Lordswood. And obviously, like I said, since then we struggled over at Fisher, but we lost the game at Fisher not because they were the better side, because we just didn't really get ourselves going that day. But since then it's been good, and like I said, it's another good win today.
Excellent. Cheers, Adam. Well done today, mate.